Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we listening to Channing Frye, Kendrick Perkins, and Richard Jefferson. They are having a genuine conversation, and they admit that 2010 Kobe Bryant is better than 2017-18 version of LeBron James. But I know 2010 version of Kobe Bryant is better than any version of LeBron James.
Can't stop greatness.
Hey, didn't you say there was only Western Diamondbacks around here?
Oh, that's a black mamba in Arizona.
But we gonna get into this audio. Make sure you subscribe if this your first time here. Click that like button. That is how they push the video. I appreciate you. Now let's go.
That's the next level. 2010, we're in the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
It's game 6, closeout game. Kobe's going crazy. That's where he slapped Alvin Gentry on the butt.
Crazy.
We start triple teaming him. I'm guarding Lamar Odom. Alvin Gentry, so Grant Hill's guarding him. Jared Dudley's going over the double. Hey,
Grant Hill and Jared Dudley, that's barbecue chicken.
I know. Well, listen, bro.
Not Grant. I'm talking to Jared.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
It was Jason Richardson also. Trust me, it was a team
I'll
thing.
talk trash to Jay Rich.
Right. But listen, hey, Lamar Odom goes, you know I ain't getting the ball. You better go over there too. There is actually a clip, me looking at Lamar Odom, looking at Kobe and going, and going trying to block his shot. Hey, Lamar just sat there. He did it.
You know.
And listen, and I tell this story all the time. I have seen great games by great players. I've seen Bron 2016. I saw partial 2018. I saw Kobe at 10. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
But listen,
16.
brother, I've
18.
smoked a cigarette twice in my life. After we lost, we were triple teaming this motherfucker. I was out at a bar after we lost, watching the highlights, like when regular people smoking a cigarette, like, hey, he cold.
Are you okay, Channing?
No. I have never in my life sent 3 to 4 people on one person, and he goes, too slow. Like, as he's doing a turnaround.
He tell you too late. Remember
to our face. Hey,
Perk, did you get Rasheed Wallace when he was?
And the crazy thing is, we're going to listen to some more of that. But when this was going on, they was literally, Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, comparing Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan. It wasn't, who's better, Kobe or Tim Duncan? Who's better, Kobe or LeBron? No, they were saying, while that game was going, it's only one guy as good as Kobe.
You see that shot there? You see that shot?
There's only one other guy that can make those shots, and he's retired right now doing Hanes commercials.
That's Michael Jordan right there. That's what they were saying. For people that don't know, I'm going to break down what really confused people with the stats with Kobe and LeBron after they finished, though. But that's what they were saying back then. Let's continue.
You better come.
Yes.
You better come. You be backing down. You better come. Tell him to come. As soon as you would come, he would shoot a turn around the other direction.
Bro,
Cold.
I'm
gonna
tell you,
you know what Cole don't get.
Civilians.
You know what Cole don't get enough credit for though. Real talk.
What
is his basketball IQ and being in the moment.
Oh yeah.
Like I seriously, I think about that 2010 when we lost to them in Game 7. Every time, the team that won in that series,
won
the rebounding battle.
Yeah.
Kobe was, I think, 6 for 24 in Game 7. Right? I'm sitting on the sideline. You know, you get to Game 7, it ain't no game plan. Everybody fucking tired. Yep. I'm watching from the sideline because I'm hurt. And I'm watching him go in there with Gasol, KG, Rice,
Rasheed.
Lamar Odom, KG, Rasheed Wallace, Big Baby. All those guys. And he comes out with like 15, 16 fucking rebounds.
Dog.
That's what when you talk about getting it done, and then I saw him make a switch where he was like, because Rondo was kind of, in that series, he was cooking a little bit.
They forget
and when
about
you
this.
talk about having that killer mentality, like that Game 7, Cole was like, nah, I got this motherfucker. Like, I got this motherfucker. Like, real talk. So it's
Perk, would it have been different if you had played?
I mean, all I'm going to say is this. Right?
Don't get him started.
I'm going to say this. When our starting 5 was healthy, we never lost the playoff series. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Now, he brought up the Boston Celtics. This is all 2010. That series, the Lakers versus the Celtics, 2010, was the most physical series I have ever seen in my life that I've watched.
It was a tough series for me. Most people don't know this, but I had a bone spur in my ankle. And then a couple of games in Boston, I had to leave the game, go back in the locker room and get it injected because I could barely walk. And I had a broken finger that I was playing with. I had a cast on my right finger.
I know you could go back in history. You might could find some series in the 80s or the 90s. But I'm talking about that I watched while I was old enough to remember the entire thing. 2010, if you've never seen that series, it is the most physical series of this century. By far. The one thing I hope is these guys don't get in trouble. You know how LeBron and his camp operate. For them saying this, they gonna get some phone calls. Jeff Teague told you. He said, yo, you say something about LeBron, you start getting phone calls behind the scenes.
You say anything about Bron, people call you and say, hey man, I want to chill. I know you got some funny stories and shit. Leave LeBron alone.
So they probably gonna get some phone calls, have to come out, say bad things about Kobe, say great things about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they play on their side. You know, when Kobe was alive, I don't think he ever, unless it was him personally, but I don't think he was a dude that had a team that would call people and, hey, don't say this, don't say that. You know, I don't even think he did that or be trying to take sponsorships away from people. Nah, I ain't think he did that. But Jeff Teague literally said, Bron them, they play like that, you know, and I hate it for these NBA players because I know they be confined to only saying certain things when it comes to LeBron. A lot of them can't say everything they want to say, but they are right. 2010 Kobe, better than 16 Bryant, 18 Bryant, 13 Bryant. The thing that confused y'all, and I'm going to break this down, man. I done said this before in other videos, but for the people that never heard this is what confused you. LeBron cannot play in an offense. His style is high pick and roll in the half court. All of his points, it comes from transition, and when he get in half court, he's running high pick and roll. When you do that, you get a lot of assists. All the other greats that are productive in the system, from Tim Duncan to Kobe to Jordan to Kareem to any of them, these would be entry passes. Magic Johnson, they run a system, so they doing entry passes, whereas LeBron is running high pick and roll, so it's more opportunities for points and assists. So when you look, you see the points, you go, oh, he had 30 points. Man, he had 10 assists. So now you like, dude, this guy's better than the guy that got 30 and 5 assists. That's not true. The guy that's playing in the system and that is productive in the system is the better player. That's what be confusing people with LeBron James. He's super athletic. I say it all the time. He's Wilt Chamberlain running a high pick and roll. The modern day Wilt Chamberlain running a high pick and roll. He don't got no moves. It ain't like his game is, super intricate. No, it's simple, transition, high pick and roll. Work off the switch. But I like that they came out and admitted this. I always knew this. 2010 Kobe, the playoff run that he went on to get to the Celtics was crazy. Then he get to the Celtics. It's the super team Celtics. This team had Rondo, Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttleworth, Paul Pierce, Rasheed Wallace, and Kevin Garnett. Tony Allen, I believe, was coming off the bench. One of the greatest defenders ever. Big Baby. That team was stacked. They had Kendrick Perkins. He got hurt, though. But that team was stacked. It's a super team. Paul Pierce admitted to Shannon Sharp, he like, yeah, we had a super team. So now think about this. I want y'all to put it in the comments. Out of the all-time greats, I'm talking top 10, top 12 players on your list. Who beat a super team without having one? I'll wait. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but Kobe Bryant is the only player that's in the top 10, top 12s. Depending on where you rank Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk did it too, for sure. But Kobe Bryant is the only guy that people put in their top 10s that beat a super team without having one. That's how impressive 2010 was. 09, 2010, Kobe Bryant. And don't forget, Kendrick Perkins brought up the point that nobody brings up. Defense. Rajon Rondo is not Kobe Bryant's position. I think Melo talked about this before. Allen Iverson talked about this before. Like, yo, Cole would be guarding his guy as shooting guard. Gilbert Arenas has too. And when another player, point guard, small forward, get hot, he like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to guard this guy. You got to think he was the best defender on his team, like, every time they made a run for his entire career. Not after he tore his Achilles or when he was too young. But his prime from 2000 to 2013, he's the best defender on the team. The only player that was a defender like Cole was Ron Artest. And that was the year they got Meta. They needed him for that series. I remember he grabbed Paul Pierce and slammed him on his face. These guys are right. 2010 Kobe clears any version of LeBron. They said 16, 18. Any version. The last thing I'm going to say, because he brought up Grant Hill. Grant Hill was cold. That Suns team they played in 2010 with Steve Nash, I think they had Amadi Stoudemire, Channing Frye. It was just like Steve Nash, Mike D'Antoni, he spaced it out, high pick and roll guy. Steve Nash with a bunch of shooters around him. Cole beat them, dog. Him and Gasol and them boys. But Cole was amazing that series. They had Grant Hill, who was a great player. Look for a fact for you. Grant Hill is actually my first favorite player. It was Grant Hill. Because I started watching basketball late 90s. That's when I remember watching basketball, mid to late 90s. I was born early 90s, right? Mid to late 90s, I'm watching and I'm remembering stuff. Grant Hill, I remember having the Grant Hill hoop, and he was my first favorite player. That's why Duke, my favorite college team, Duke, Mizzou, because I'm, from Mizzou. They're my favorite college teams, because of Grant Hill, though. That's why I'm a Duke fan. But I'm just saying, that Suns team was loaded. But y'all let me know. What do you think? Do you think 2010 Kobe Bryant is better than 16, 18 LeBron James? For me, 09, 2010 Kobe clears LeBron. Any version. But y'all let me know in the comments. What do you think? As always, this your first time here, click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.